Undead Unluck Chapter 141, another masterclass out of Yoshifumi Gotsuka. We're not watching Fate right now, but why did Gina yell Excalibur? But seriously, this chapter was full of W's for the entire gang, so let's talk about it. Undead Unluck 141. And if you like Undead Unluck, if you like this video, I would appreciate a like on it, comment too if you could, and subscribe if you're new here. Let's get into it. So picking up where we left off, young Gina has finally understood Lord Gina's perception of Unchange, and now she kind of understands, yeah, I can fight off against Autumn. And just like Lord Gina said, the best way to use Unchange is to have an unwavering heart where you want to protect those individuals who are closest to you. So Gina begins to think about Fuko, the individual who had pushed on for her, who had wanted to save her, who wanted to save everybody within the Union. And that's who she wants to protect right now. She doesn't want to let anybody get in the way of that. So she did just what I said earlier. Excalibur! Using her hat as a hilt, Gina unsheaths a sword as long as I can freaking see, pulling it out and striking Autumn down in one hit, just like Fuko had said. And this panel of the sky splitting just amazed me. If you're a One Piece fan, you know what they say about a battle between two individuals who are Yonko level. When their haki collides, it splits the skies, and that's what I saw right here. So all I can kind of take away from this is that Gina solos the One Piece verse. And as we get this glimpse of the aftermath of Gina's strike, I kind of got the same vibes as whenever Gojo used Holo, purple. Like, this was beautiful, crazy, and I just can't wait to see what this little girl gets done this loop, because she is a hard-boiled, big-body, brolic individual. So Fuko's plan went exactly how she imagined. Gina one-shots Autumn, she escapes the books, and as she escapes them, Gina comes over with this soul-crushing tackle just to kind of rejoice in the fact that they're alive and they shared this bond, and this is a very beautiful moment that we have, one of those Undead Unluck tearjerkers. And I'm loving the interactions between Fuko and Gina. This sort of big sister, little sister relationship which they're sharing at the moment is just very endearing. It's cool to see Gina want to be somebody who can live up to Fuko's expectations of her and just be this woman who is helping her because she wants to protect her. It's kind of crazy, you know, if you're in a family, you understand it. Although you look up to those above you, you still want to protect them, you still want to help them, and that's that same sort of feeling which I'm seeing out of Gina right now. And I even really love the fact that Gina's like, no, don't call me Lord Gina, don't call me Miss Gina no more, just call me Gina. And one big note that I forgot to mention a bit earlier, Autumn is neutralized, and I believe that Autumn is fully defeated at this point. And because the core gets cut, I think Autumn's just out of there. I got 3 seasons now, so hey, let's get it done. But as Gina switches outfits, we switch scenes, and this is one of my favorite developments in the entirety of Undead Unluck. The saving of Ichico Nemuri, the unsleeping queen, and this was a beautiful moment. Using that 1000 IQ brain of hers, Fuko has the idea that using the Soul Caliber artifact, which allows you to extract the soul of something, they could extract Ichiko's soul from her body in order to let her body rest. Because as we know, Ichiko Nemuri on sleep is not able to rest her body. However, as Fuko mentions, negator abilities are attached to one's soul. So taking the soul out of her body allows her to finally get some sleep, and this is going to save Ichiko's life. As she had mentioned this chapter, she only had a short life to live. That's why she had always grinded so hard, because she knew that if I'm not going to sleep, if I'm not going to live too long, I at least want to do the things that I want to do, which is just creating inventions and whatnot. However, now she can do that shit forever. Now she can have a kid. Now she can do a lot more and survive to see everything come to fruition, and this was so beautiful, y'all. I felt Nico. This panels of Nico just crying. I felt him, because this is so beautiful. Saving an individual who you thought was unsavable. And I hope we can see this happen more throughout this loop. The only person I don't think we can save still, Layla Mira. Rip, you better not get mad, boy. And an interesting note, Fuko mentions that since the addition of Ghost, we're now able to astral project, so potentially Ichiko will be able to learn how to astral project on her own, which would just allow her to make her body rest. And this would be so god dang hard. Like, if she can really just truly hone in on her own body, then her negator curse is not even a curse at all. And that's all we've been learning throughout the series. Although God has bestowed these curses upon us, They're gifts if you look at them in a different sense. But amongst all this good news, Bo comes in and drops another bomb on us. Mr. Yokezu apparently has... And that's the other individual who had Unavoidable. So now, it's time to pull up on Void Volks. However, we start to discuss the plan, and we know that he's going to manifest his ability during that title fight. However, the issue comes about the fact that, it's a live televised event. We can't just go in there guns a-blazing, Void, join our crew, because that's not going to make much sense. We're going to get kicked off, security's there, and that just doesn't sound like too smart of a plan. But Fuko has another thing in mind, and I love Gina right here. She's like, dude, you don't trust her? We just defeated Autumn. I'm Big Body Brolic now, you don't trust her? She gets her smug smirk on, and I love just seeing Gina becoming Lord Gina-sama, that smug, crazy, hard-headed individual who we knew from last loop. 20 days after the defeat of Autumn, we end up in the West Coast Best Coast, so we get to see what Fuko's plan is to get Void, and this had me dying. Void says that his opponent apparently has ran away, and I hope we get some more insight into this next chapter. I feel like the Union may have, had their hands in making this individual not fight, and if that didn't happen, it doesn't matter, because apparently he was a string bean, french fry, scrawny looking dude, and I can't wait to meet Void, because if you read the first two chapters, you learn, Void is a dickhead. Void, he wanted to bop Fuko. He's very hard-headed and in his own ways, and I hope that's just being portrayed right now. He's a very cocky, confident dude, and I just want him to be on our side. Void Volks, need him here, because Fuko Izumo says, I need him too. She says, Void Volks, let me up on that stage and let me fight. Let me get in the ring with you. And everybody's like, maybe we shouldn't have trusted Fuko, and that's how I felt for a second. But come on, this is the Queen of the Gators. You think Void Volk, some dude who's been alive for a couple of years, can fight her? She's been alive for 170. She's a hard-boiled woman. He can't even beat Fang. And you think she can beat Fuko? Come on. Come on. Undead Unluck 141, an amazing chapter, and like I said, hey, if I didn't say it, sorry for the delay. If I needed an excuse for it, exactly. However, this was a really dope chapter. Really enjoyed it, and it just kind of got me excited for next chapters. This is one of those chapters of Undead Unluck where you just feel good reading it. A lot of smiles, a lot of W's for the gang, like I said. But dude, I love it. Love this series. I'm working on a lot of stuff right now. That's the actual reason why I was delayed on this video. I was reading a lot of stuff yesterday. Reading Undead Unluck, reading some other mangas, because hey, I want to make some content for y'all. And also, hey, I'm working on creating my own umas right now. That's gonna be some shit, but I don't even know. Hasta luego.